Welcome to We Like D&D, the show where we talk about one of our favorite hobbies, D&D and TTRPGs in variety show style segments. I'm Kelly from the YouTube channel Power Word Spill, and I'm joined by one of my best friends and D-Inspirations, Alec.
For the fourth and final time this month.
Wow. Alec, would you like to roll to see how your day's gonna go tomorrow?
Ooh.
Sure, would you like me to draw a tarot card instead? I'm gonna have a 7 out of 20 tomorrow.
Oof, I am so sorry.
Rough.
Wow,
You know what?
we were supposed to hang out. Is that the is that the 7 part?
Oh, no, you guys are gonna ask me to be your unicorn again.
Yeah, right. That would be a 7, dude.
Yeah, at least a 9.
How dare you?
Wow, not even double digits. I'm insulted. We are also joined by my long-term roommate / wife, Loren.
Hi, it's me.
Loren, would you like to roll to see how much Alec would enjoy being our unicorn?
I'm going to be insulted if this is less than 10. It's a 17. It's a 17.
Wow.
So a lot.
I don't actually know what that means, but I don't want you to explain it because I don't want to know.
It doesn't actually work because a unicorn is a woman who's down to sleep with you and your spouse.
Oh, okay.
He said he didn't want to know.
I said I didn't want to know, and don't explain it to me. I couldn't have been clearer.
But he also never would have guessed that.
Would you have guessed
no way. No, not a chance.
That's so funny. Our first segment is Show and Tell. As always, we have brought in 2 items this month each to show and tell about. Mostly tell because it's an audio medium. We all shared our first items at the beginning of the month, and we're back this month sharing our second items. Who would like to go first? Me.
Long ago. Who can even remember what those were?
I went first last time, so I'll go first again.
I love it. Let's hear all about it. Tell me
Tell us about
it.
your TTRPG.
Don't tell Kelly, though. Just
Don't tell me.
Just tell me and the listeners.
Okay, I have brought in... Do you guys remember how I described it?
Cute and queer. And then I stopped listening.
TTRPG.
I brought in The Kiss of Walt Whitman Still on My Lips
Oh.
by Taylor LaBreche.
I've heard of this.
The Kiss of Walt Whitman Still on My Lips is a game that takes place in the nebulous time after the American Civil War. You know, brother fought against brother, and the best of friends often clashed.
Cuter than the Civil War.
Yeah, so basically the world is healing, and it's a game for 2 or more, but it should be in groups of 2, where you play pairs of queer lovers immediately following the discovery of a mysterious and ancient artifact.
Whoa.
You play using tarot cards. And the tarot cards reveal aspects of your character, which can be hooks for the other players to grab onto. You'll use these traits to influence your conversation and actions throughout the game, and you'll use the traits of your friends to get them involved as well.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I love the idea of a game that uses tarot cards as like the method for,
Yeah. It's also the other things that you use are, I like this. So you need 3 to 6 players. I guess you can do an odd number where someone is playing, the odd one out is playing the artifact.
Oh, okay. That's fun.
3 to 6 players, a deck of tarot cards, an item to use as a surrogate for the artifact, a piece of raised furniture to use as an altar for the artifact, 1 character sheet per player, and writing utensils.
very fun.
And so that's an optional alternate compared to the groups of 2, or it is always needed to have someone playing the artifact?
No, someone doesn't have to play the artifact, I don't think.
Oh, okay. That's very cool. And is it...
The way I read it, it seemed like someone could play the artifact, but you don't need to.
Okay.
What does that role look like?
The artifact is trying to like seduce the players into like making sacrifices to it and stuff like that.
Oh.
But the cool thing is there's like a lot of safety guidelines about how to play this game, because you're going to be dealing with like death and loss and stuff like that.
Okay.
And there's like the player playing the artifact is like The player controlling the artifact should act in ways to intrigue the characters and draw them in. Make deals that are too good to be true. Make promises that you know you can break. Divide and conquer. Your goal is to draw at least one character into yourself and away from their lover.
I do like that. I am very, very intrigued by this game.
You're playing a deviant little artifact.
Yeah. Yeah, a deviant little artifact. I wish I could play as that in Baldur's Gate.
Play as the Shadow's Heart.
As the artifact.
As Shadowheart's artifact.
Because then I get to be close to Shadowheart the whole time.
Sounds like Loren and I are going to be playing that on our 2-person game nights at some point.
Or you could come and you could play our artifact.
You could play the artifact.
Yeah, and my goal will be to get one of you inside of me. So that segment was brought to you by...
That's what I thought a unicorn was. And is this intended to kind of be a one-shot game, or is it a campaign game?
It's a one-shot game for sure.
Cool.
Well, that's tough. How do you decide if you want to be one of the couples or if you want to be seducing people as the artifact?
So here's the thing. Everyone should pair up, choosing one person to be their character's lover. Pair up according to age. The 2 youngest players paired with each other and the 2 oldest paired with each other, or you can mix it how you want. If you have an odd amount of characters, or if you're playing polyamorous characters, one person may choose to play as the artifact. You assign traits to the artifact with the tarot cards.
Oh, okay.
They have traits of like promise, vindication, and desire.
Okay.
And what cards are pulled for that like determine things about the artifact. And basically, it's like a freeform role-playing game, but it's broken up into 5 parts. There's a prologue. The characters, stumble upon the artifact while hiking along the river. And then there's 3 acts: curiosity, the first tragedy, and sacrifice, and finally an epilogue. And throughout the different phases, you're given like prompts about how you can tell a story through this lens.
Wow. Very interesting.
And the module has like quotes from Walt Whitman all throughout.
Oh, cool.
And the best quote isn't from Walt Whitman, it's from Oscar Wilde. The quote is, "I have the kiss of Walt Whitman still on my lips." Oscar Wilde, letter to George Cecil Ives in 1882.
Salacious.
Yeah. That's really interesting. Yeah, to use the tarot card mechanic to draw different things. Very curious. And does it say anything about playing with a journal or anything like that? Or it's just collaborative storytelling narrative between the players?
It's just a collaborative storytelling between the players. However, the end of the rules section has a paragraph called "Hack this game. Please do. The way that this game is structured puts the players in monogamous and romantic couples, but that's not necessary. You could do this. You could do that.
Yeah.
Hack this game however you want, basically."
Do they... Sorry, going back to the tarot cards, do they assign values to all of the cards, or they kind of let you just like go off the vibes? Or like if you kind of understand tarot, you can like make your own assumptions?
So the tarot cards are used in character creation. And so you draw 3 tarot cards for your character's activity, passion, and isolation.
Oh, okay.
And you can interpret what the card means for your character sheet.
Love that. Cool. I'm super interested in this.
Yeah.
That's everything I like.
Where can you find it, and how much is it?
It is on TTRPG, published by Riverhouse Games. It's called The Kiss of Walt Whitman, still on my lips, and it is $5.48 Canadian cents.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, I think that's very... I mean, obviously, yeah, it's very cool to play in that time period. I don't see a lot of TTRPGs set in that time period, so that's kind of interesting.
In the Civil War era.
Post-Civil War era. Yeah, that's definitely a unique factor for sure.
So who brought in the next thing in show and tell?
I can go next.
Yeah, Loren, why don't you go second again?
Okay, so I had pitched a resource with helpful roll tables that I think are especially good when you're introducing your party to like a new area, a new city, a new town, a new region. So this is a blog that I found called Lady Tabletop. It's a WordPress blog.
Nice.
And there's a lot of things on this blog, but the section of it that I was most drawn to was the the roll table. So there's a section of D10 random lists, and there are 6 of them.
Cool.
But the 2 that I really liked were 1D10 common customs and 1D10 plants. And they're just like very interesting things that I think could be really helpful when you're trying to decide, like, I don't know, when you're like world building or when you're like trying to come up with like a unique setting that's different from where your players just left.
The customs is really cool. That's not something I normally incorporate.
Customs is great. Yeah.
Totally. Yeah. So, okay, I'll start there then. Does someone want to roll me a D10?
I would love to. 1.
Oh, perfect. Actually, 1 is one of my favorite ones. It's customary to bring a bouquet of seasonal herbs when someone moves into their new home.
Oh.
That's like oregano comes with your house, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But there's just like a bunch of fun little things that you can add in. So like number 4 is at a wedding, the parents of the couple to be drink from a wine goblet before handing it to their children. So it's like fun little lore building things that you can just like add in, and you can just like toss them in. And I think it'll make the place feel more real because it has all these like rich customs that are like just generated for you that you can just pick one at random and go off of it.
Very cool.
And that's fun. Like that custom in particular, or I guess both of them, they kind of encourage ideas, or they give you ideas for events that could be happening as well. Because it's like, man, when was the last time you came to a town and they were in the middle of a wedding, like in the ceremony in the town?
Yeah.
Like, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
One of the things that they said in the Nimble book was there's a whole section of just really solid GM advice. And one of the piece of advice was always think about when your players find the monsters or whatever they come upon, what are they doing? Because they're not just standing there waiting
sitting
for
around
the players.
Waiting.
And it should also be for the NPCs as well. Like, what's happening in the town? You arrive, something is happening. Like, even though, you know, something isn't happening every day, but this is a fantasy world and you're telling a story, so things are happening. So just rolling that and having the idea of the wedding custom is such a fun idea to arrive in a town during a wedding ceremony.
Great inspo for sure.
Yeah, and then I think the plants one is really cool if you are visiting maybe a new plane, could be kind of interesting.
Totally.
Or just like a foreign forest area. But these are, Alec, why don't you roll me a D10?
Sure. 4.
The tree is dripping wet, glistening despite existing in the middle of a drought. If you're bold enough to taste the liquid, you're met with the bitter taste of soap.
Oh,
it's a cilantro tree. It's a bathwater tree.
Yeah, exactly. But there's just like a bunch of really, like a vine, much like ivy, whose tendrils grow into perfect rings. Slip your finger in one and snip it from the stalk, and it will continue to grow for as long as you live. It's just like they're such creative little prompts, I feel like. And I mean, I'm a slut for a good roll table, so these just like really itched a good part of my brain.
Yeah. I mean, you don't even have to do it exploring a new plane. Like the plants thing is, and that was something that Thomas from Birdie Maps said one of his tips when coming up with nature scenes is you really just need like one tree, one rock, one fern, and one feature plant. And like for the area, have a feature plant that is interesting. And so I think that applies to your world building as well. It's like this bathwater tree grows in this area. This is like unique to this region. So that just kind of is something that your players can interact with and just, enriches the world. That's very cool.
Yeah. And from the plant, you can extrapolate so much. Like this tree, in this region, they worship the goddess Bella Delphine.
Very good.
No, very cool. And the blog is called Lady Tabletop.
Yep, ladytabletop.wordpress.com. And there is a little section of 6 D10 random lists. So I encourage you to go check them out.
I love that. I will.
All right, Kelly, what do you got? Bring us home.
All right. I have a free tool for visualizing your point crawls. First of all, do you know what a point crawl is?
You know I don't.
Okay. Well, you know what a hex crawl is, or a big map full of hexes, and you can just explore. And every time you enter a new hex, you find out what is there. the idea behind a point crawl, I'm sure this has probably been introduced by a few people, but the place that I read about it was in So You Want to Be a Game Master by Justin Alexander of the Alexandrian blog. So a point crawl is just a way of visualizing a dungeon or an adventure or a whole campaign, and it's just connecting the points of either locations or information into basically a web and decision trees. It's basically like a decision tree for your adventure, but it's a really helpful way of organizing an adventure or a campaign, because you can just map out how the information is going to flow and the paths that your players might take to go different ways. And you don't need to map the whole thing at once. You just, they find out this piece of information that either leads them to this, this other piece of information or this piece of information over here. And then those pieces lead them to different places.
You're leveling up your clue map.
Yeah, exactly. But visualizing an adventure as a point crawl, I find really helpful, usually via locations, because that's the easiest way to map things out. Taking that and visualizing it as a web, I find really helpful. So there is this tool online that is called, it's a graphing tool. It's not necessarily for TTRPGs and for D&D, but it's csacademy.com/app/graph_editor. And it's a point graph editor. And so you can put in points and you can choose where the intersections go, and you can basically make a node graph for yourself with numbers, and then you correspond those numbers to locations in your notes or locations on a map. And you can export that as Markdown and put it directly into your Obsidian or whatever, wherever you want to keep your notes, or just as an image. I just find visualizing it that way is really helpful, rather than just listing out the locations on or your clues on your notes, but actually seeing how the web interacts with all the different decision points.
Totally.
Just gives you a bird's eye view of your adventure, and can as well just make sure that you're giving your players enough branching decision points as well, because maybe you look at yours and you look, oh, actually, this location only leads here, and like this one only leads here. I guess like I'm not actually giving my players a lot of agency here. I need to give them more opportunities to branch off and go about things in a different way. So yeah, it's a very simple. It's just a free tool for making point graphs, but connected to this show and tell item is the idea of point crawls as well. And if you can read about those on the Alexandrian blog for free, you don't have to buy the book, but that concept of point crawls, bringing in that concept to my prep really helped me a lot in trying to design adventures.
And you could even do that, like if you're a newer anybody, but if you're like a newer DM and you're running pre-made adventures, totally. And you're having trouble like figuring out how those sorts of things can path, like you can take a pre-written adventure and you could point crawl that out, and it would probably be pretty helpful to you. Yeah, absolutely. And just especially with a pre-written adventure, because usually those locations are in fact numbered, and so you can just plug those directly into the node graph there and see how either how things physically connect or how things connect informationally with clues. But just a different way to visualize. And then you could take that other thing you brought at the end of season 1. You had a show and tell item that was basically a point crawl system, but for your audio. Do you remember that? Yeah, that's right. It was basically like a map where you could drop audio pins on it. Yeah. You could run those two things in parallel, and you could have your point crawl, and then you could have the sounds and music that you want.
Getting real nerdy with it, huh?
Totally. Yeah, you could.
It literally couldn't be me because I don't prep for 1 second, but yeah, absolutely. You can mix and match them for sure. But so check it out. It's a point graph editor, Markdown export. Very easy and cool little tool.
That's what they used to call you in college.
They still do. A little tool. A cool little tool.
Cool to the touch, let me be clear.
A clammy little tool.
A cold and wet
That's what they
little
call him
tool.
now. That's what they call him.
That segment was brought to you by Explaining Sex Things to Kelly. Explaining Sex Things to Kelly. Please don't. I don't want to know. I want to live in my own little world.
I felt really bad when your guys' wedding night, when Loren was like, all right, it's time to perform your marital duty. And Kelly was like, I don't know what that is.
He's like, I already went earlier today.
Yeah, I did my vows.
Signed the paperwork. What do you want?
Yeah, somebody needed to have the talk with him.
Yeah, he was really confused because he thought Birds and Bees was another TTRPG.
Our last segment is 2 DMs, 1 player, a game we made up where 2 of us take turns DMing for 1 player, trying to get them to say a secret word. If the secret word is said on your turn, you get a point, but if you say any part of the word while DMing, Alec, it's a -2 penalty.
That's right. You're the Kelly this season.
But whoever has the most points at the end of 3 rounds wins.
Wins, you say.
Sounds good. Who's the player this week?
Someone really want to be the player this week?
I'm saying the word. I could be the player.
Okay.
All right. Get out of here.
Okay.
Loren, would you like to roll for a word?
I'd love to. 4.
The word is union.
Okay.
All right. We need to roll to see who's going first.
Okay. Low roll goes first.
Low roll goes first. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Both of us. What did you get?
6.
5.
Oh.
All right.
Edges it out.
But Alec, why don't you tell us about your character and what they are doing?
I'm playing Daryl, the half-orc wizard.
Okay.
Daryl.
Who has just been given his Adventurers Guild introductory badge, so he can take on his first quest.
Okay.
Big day. Momentous.
Big day for Daryl.
All right. Let's put 60 seconds on the clock. Are you ready, Loren?
I'm ready as I'll ever be.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, Daryl, it is your first day with your badge. You've come into work and you are greeted by a gentleman about your age, probably. He is a gnome, though, so he's quite a bit shorter than you. And he sticks his hand up for a handshake and he goes, hey there, I'm Hank. First day?
Yes, it's my first day. My name's Daryl. Nice to meet you, Hank.
Oh, it's awesome to meet you. You look very bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, so to speak. I know we do have some people who have tails. That's not what I meant. Anyway,
I'm a furry.
Why don't I give you the tour?
Oh, sure.
He walks you around the building. It's like a pretty big, it's a big space. It's probably 8 floors. Some are
Skyscraper.
Yeah, definitely. It's magically enlarged, I feel like.
I had no idea this place was so big.
Yeah, well, we got a lot of different departments here. There's a lot of people that work here actually. It's a big job keeping the guild going. But we've got it pretty good, I think. But there's been some grumblings. A bunch of people that are not too happy with their what's going on there with their their pay and stuff like that. So anyways
I'm in it for the love of the game.
there's been a lot of talk of people getting together and kind of organizing, but we don't want that here. No, sir. But you're a good egg. I could tell. You're not gonna be like that.
Isn't the point of a guild that you are organized together?
Well, we are organized together, but I mean, some of the higher ups don't really like, when we gather. I mean, there are things that some people believe are just rights for workers, like healthcare.
Oh, when Daryl gets sick, Daryl goes to Cleric, and Cleric heals Daryl.
Yeah, but they charge quite a lot for that, don't you think? Maybe it would be better if that was offset a little bit.
Perhaps we could create some sort of collective bargaining agreement on behalf of all adventurers.
You know what? That's a great idea, and I should hook you up with Maria. I'll go introduce you to her now.
Sure, I was hoping for my first quest, but I could talk to Maria about a collective bargaining agreement.
Yeah.
You, Hank leads you up. I think you said his name's Hank. Leads you up to Maria. She goes, "Oh, another one, another new one. Ah, welcome. What's your name?"
My name's Daryl. I was hoping to kill rats today.
Oh, Daryl. Yes. Well, you know what? We've got lots of that in store for you for sure. We've got lots of quests to give out. But first, we're just kind of holding a referendum. Would you mind voting?
Sure, what is the referendum on?
Well, you see, we're trying to kind of, just like get better pay, get better benefits. It's going to cost you very little, but just a few gold every, like a small percentage of your earnings. But in exchange, we're going to really go to bat for your rights.
Oh. So I pay some dues and I become a member of the guild? The union?
Yeah, somebody knocks on Maria's door and she like really quickly shuffles a bunch of papers like into her desk. And this person comes in, they're a red dragonborn, like a big dragonborn. They come in, "Oh, new guy, huh?"
That's me. I'm Daryl. Nice to meet you. I just voted yes to the union.
What's that? And he like looks around at like Hank and Maria, and they're just like not making eye contact.
Sorry. I'm half orc, I'm bad at reading. I voted yes to become unionized.
Oh, that's great to hear, actually. I was just coming in because I have heard about this new sort of financial system that is sort of like a bank, but all of the members...
All of the members what?
All of the members... I don't know where I was going with that.
I've heard of this. It's called a credit union.
Oh, you know what?
Daryl has heard of these
exactly what I was going to say. Good memory, Daryl. Yeah. Yeah.
It's interesting. I was hoping to have more of a classic adventurers sort of scenario today, but instead I'm talking about unions all over the place.
You know what, Daryl? That's absolutely right. Let's get the fuck out of here. He punches through the wall and grabs you and flies down to the ground floor of the forest and goes, there's just a whole bunch of rats. I'm just going to need you to fucking just murder all these rats. You think you can take care of that,
Fireball.
buddy? You cast Fireball. That is the end of 3 rounds. And
audio listeners, before we recorded this episode, Kelly said for 2 DMs, 1 player, what if we did like a more classic fantasy scenario? And so that's what I tried to do.
Yeah, and then the word was union. So
Oh, it was union? Did I say that at all?
several times.
yeah, I think you got on there.
Loren gave it away in the first 10 seconds.
Well, I don't know how else we were going to get there organically. You were going to your place of work. It's perfect.
At first, I was like, I should fuck with them and not say the word. I was like, I better say the word a couple of times at least.
I think we might have ended up tied.
Yeah, I think it was 2.
2-2. Yeah.
Well, unless you count whoever I said unionized.
True.
It's the same spelling as unionize.
That is true. Potentially.
It was on my turn, but I don't think
the Ren won. Not a classic D&D scenario.
Absolutely not. You did try, though. I appreciate that you tried.
Yeah, I appreciate it. You really teed it up for us, but Oh, I was really hoping for a classic adventure.
That segment was brought to you by collective bargaining agreement. Collective bargaining agreements, when we bargain together, when we negotiate together, the results speak for themselves.
Yeah, and I mean, I think the results speak for themselves because Sly got a hell of a deal and you guys are not getting paid well at all.
Yeah, we really should have unionized.
He's not even on this episode.
Think again, Loren.
Whoa.
Whoa, Sly, you're finally coming through a little bit more. Is the connection better? Got it sorted out. All right, good.
The call is coming from inside my own house.
Well, I wish. And that is our show. Thank you so much for listening and for bearing with our shenanigans. We hope you had a good time, learned about some new TTRPG things, and enjoyed that totally normal classic D&D scenario of collective bargaining.
Maybe you learned what a credit union was.
I was like, truly had no idea where you were going with that. So thanks, Alec, for really picking that one up for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let us know how you're liking after one full month of these first few new shorter format. Let us know what you think. We'll be back next week with more content, more podcast, more pods that will be cast to your ears. And
see, it's crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, Foo Fighters. And that's our show.
Okay, we have to stop. We simply must stop.
man, I cannot believe that we weren't able to get Sly on the line, but boy, were we able to get freaking what's his
Ladies
name?
and gentlemen, we appreciate you.
Christopher Walken.
See, it's crazy.
Leave us comments about what you think. Thank you.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Appreciate
All of
you.
this out.
Sorry, editor Loren.
Once you get going, it's just unstoppable.
You gotta be really careful not to turn into the Count from Sesame Street.
I can't stop doing this. All right, that's enough of that. See you next week, folks. Or maybe not. Maybe you're like, I can't with this podcast anymore.
Season 2, same shit as season 1. I'm out.
See ya.
We appreciate you.
We appreciate you. Please come back. Loren doesn't appreciate
Loren
you.
doesn't appreciate you.
I am stunned out of any other words.
It's easy, Loren. Just repeat after me.
No.
We appreciate you.
I quit. I quit the show.
Loren's walking out on this podcast. Couldn't know myself.
It's unfortunate that won't go in because that might be the funniest thing anyone has said on this podcast.